Well, go on, everybody. Welcome to Don't Get Hit with the Brick. And let's say that obviously Hollywood has been getting hit with the brick for a very long time, since COVID, the strikes, the reduction in the amount of people that are going to the cinema to watch films, pirating, and just the lack of the creativity deficit that they're in right now. So that's been a big problem in Hollywood for the past 6 7 years now. um and you can see the repercussions of it. Like, movies have not been as good as they've used to be, man. Like, I used to love going to the cinema. I'd go cinema at least once a week. Sometimes I would go 2 times a week to watch films because I love movies. I love going to the cinema. But now I've not gone to the cinema in ages. I've not gone on a date to the cinema in ages because the films are crap, man. They're always showing a dad just being an idiot. They're always showing a man just being worthless and useless, and then some unrealistic version of somebody else, of a woman, just basically taking the reins and running things, mashing up a brother, mashing up a big brother. And it's like, bro, that's not realistic. I know movies aren't realistic, but at the same time, there's a part of realism to it. That's what makes you connect to it. And if it's just so disconnected from reality, it is not enjoyable to watch anymore. So hear this. Um, Basically, Marvel's Avengers Secret Wars slash Doomsday, and then Dune 3, they're both being released on the same day. And they were discussing whether or not they should remove the release date, change the release date of one of the films. But Marvel said, nope, we're sticking to it. And there's been a lot of talks of them wanting to recreate Barbenheimer. Do you guys remember what Barbenheimer is? Barbenheimer is Barbie, that film. That was quite a good film. I did like it. And Oppenheimer, that film was good too. It was a completely different genre. They were both released at the same time, and that was a mad marketing tool that they used, and it was organic marketing tool. It wasn't planned. The juxtaposition just allowed it to work so well. And two good films came out at the same time, and they both did really, really well. I think they both broke 1 billion. So now Marvel have seen that and said, "Yo, let me do that again. Let me get two of those, man." So Warner Bros. Reports plans to stick with the release date for Dune 3, which is releasing the same day as Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday, everybody wants Barbenheimer again without knowing why that worked. And that's so true. They want to recreate it, but they've completely missed the mark on why it worked, the juxtaposition. So just before I go straight deep into this video, I want to show you guys that I've got a new song out. You might be tired of hearing it, but it's not Don't Get Hit with a Brick if you ain't heard, if I ain't relating my lyrics to music. Together, I prefer it when we're separate. Even though I need your love, I can't be looking desperate. No. Make sure that this pack is right. I don't want any dust with it. It came early in the morning, end of day, I'm done with it. Said that she needs some of it. Fuck it, let's have fun with it. Guess I hit it right because lady girl, your bum look big. So yeah, that's 24. It's out right now. The link is in the description below. So guys, go support me, go stream that. 21 songs are dropping this year. That's the second song, and we've got another song coming out in March, and we got an EP coming out in April. So guys, keep streaming. So yeah, like I was saying, it was the juxtaposition of it. So let's say this. Let's say this. So Barbie is a fun movie aimed towards young girls, and also older girls. So basically, the kids that loved Barbies grew up, and then now you got the kids that love the new generation of kids that love Barbie, and then you have Oppenheimer, which is a World War II retelling of the atomic bomb that was getting dropped on Japan, the history behind it, the politics behind it. So it was a very serious real life drama retelling, you know. So the two, a fun, happy kids movie and a deep World War II documentary reliving dramatized World War II retelling of the atomic bomb being made, both being released at the same time, created amazing juxtaposition, got loads of hype. People were interested in, like, yo, like that, like Barbie's a massive brand. World War II affected the whole world, like crazy. Let me go check these out. You know what I'm saying? And then because they're both getting pushed at the same time, it's like, what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? So similar to my genre of music, which is trap love, which is bringing together the roads and romanticism. That's a little plug there again. The link's in the description below. So someone even says here, I only saw stuff about Oppenheimer because of Barbie. So they both used each other to promote each other. So let's get into this anyway.
I think what movie studios need to start realizing, aside from paying livable wages and protecting its actors and artists from AI and paying residuals, is that Barbenheimer is an incredible case study of how to get people back into the movie theaters, especially post Panorama. Barbenheimer netted out to a fourth largest domestic US opening weekend of all time. And mind you, one of the movies was a 3 hour long historical drama biopic. And the other is a woman led, directed led dramedy about a feminist icon that is Barbie. According to the New York Times, in the last 5 years, the two other biggest openings were for Avengers Endgame and Spider Man No Way Home, superhero.
So the biggest openings ever in the world, history of the world, is Avengers Endgame, which opened on 400 million. Spider's No Way Home that opened on 280 million. And then Barbenheimer that opened on 300 million. So that opening weekend is a massive. Obviously, nothing comes close to Endgame because Endgame was an amalgamation of storytelling over the past 10 years, not past 10 years, over 10-year time period of storytelling of amazing movies that were their own genres of films but were interlocked in some way. And the the interlocking wasn't the main focus of it. The main focus was the story, and then you had the interlocking, overlapping stuff coming on top of that, which was like the cherry on top, which kind of was like a nod towards it. So is that, for example, in Dragon Ball Z, you have the Red Ribbon Army come back, and that was a nod to Dragon Ball because Pilaf, not Pilaf, sorry, that's a different character. The General Red got murdered, and I think he was like, obviously, Dr. Gero was one of the scientists working in the Red Ribbon Army. His whole thing got destroyed or whatever, and then he came back in Dragon Ball Z when Goku was an adult to basically with new androids to basically get his revenge, and that's like a nod. And to be honest, you don't even need to watch Dragon Ball to get it. You didn't even need to watch Dragon Ball to know the story. It was just a historical thing about Goku as a kid. This happened to him as a child. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. But the fact that it was actually like a continuation of a story, it kind of adds to the lore and stuff. And that's what Marvel's missing now. Their focus is the cameos, is the nods. That is the focus now. Is the nods, is not the storytelling, and that's obviously the deficit of creativity that is plaguing Hollywood right now.
Movies that we have seen in the last few years tend to do much better at the box office than any other genre. But no, two movies that are not superhero movies, they're not part of a sequel or a franchise, and one of them is somewhat of an original story, and the other is a biopic, brought in this much money for the box office. On top of the fact that this is the biggest opening weekend for a female director, surpassing Captain Marvel, which was not even a full female directed movie. It was co directed by Anna Boden. About 200,000 people purchased tickets to see Barbie and Oppenheimer as a double feature. With that being said, what will be a very unprecedented but maybe inevitable trend that these studios should be doing is cross promoting their movies with one another, especially movies that could not be more different from one another. Because at the end of the day, if it's getting people back into the movie theaters, why not start this strategy?
Yeah,
I
so
think a
this woman was ahead of her time. This came out in 2023, happened at the time of when these films came out. Um, However, her her remedy or her solution isn't the best, because there's even comments here saying Barbieheimer trend was organic though. Beloved directors, star-studded cast, and opposite genres can't always be mimicked. You know what I'm saying? So the mere act of trying to recreate that basically basically makes it not be recreated, to stop it from being recreated, because it's not organic. It should just be organic. Like this one organic organic the organically, it being organic, a great cast, great directors, and juxtaposition in genres. So if we go look at Marvel's Doomsday, Warner Bros. And Marvel's Doomsday, you've got a superhero film, sci-fi, and then you've got a sci-fi adventure film with. Well, I'm sure these characters are due to be superheroes or due to be heroes of the of the thing. People say it's definitely going to work. I personally do not like Dune. I do not enjoy the tempo. I don't enjoy the film. I've come very disillusioned with Marvel. I feel like this is a good opportunity for them to win my heart back, but I don't think it will, just because of just how their track record. To be honest with you, so I could be wrong. There are mixed opinions. Someone here says Doomsday definitely going to work. I'm not 100% sure. But one thing they are missing is the juxtaposition in the story or in the genre of the film. Because, yes, the beloved directors, beloved brands, 100%. And then you've got, it's not, it was organic, but them saying, oh, we're not going to change it because, well, not even because, but we know why they're not going to change it. Kind of defeats the whole organic prism. So you could give him the two, maybe not, one and a half, and then there's no juxtaposition. It's the same type of genre of film, and so and plus they're both going to be 3 hours long. Barbie was a short, fun film, an hour and 20 minutes, 2 hour, like an hour and yeah, hour and 20 minutes, like 8 minutes long, and then Oppenheimer was a 30-hour long film. We know that when Marvel does the acclamations of the big films, they're 3 hours long. The, Endgame was 3 hours long. Um, and then Dune is notoriously long too. So that's it. That's my take on it. I don't think it's going to be as successful as people think. I think it will make a lot of money, but I don't think it's going to have the critical acclamation that it would have if the creativity deficit wasn't there and if it was a more similar to Barbiehimer with the way that it was used. So guys, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video because I'm speaking on a lot of subjects. Um but yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Here is my new song. Make sure you guys go stream that. Make sure you guys. She want me to break her back. He want me to break his jaw. I just want to break a break. Like break the bite and go get more. Baby, you so elegant. She want my trunk like elephant. Right now I'm just celibate. Gotta get money temperament. She like when we together. I prefer it when we're separate. Even though I need your love, I can't be looking desperate. Make sure that this pack is right. I don't want any dust with it. It came early in the morning. End of day, I'm done with it. Said that she needs some of it. Fuck it, let's have fun with it. Guess I hit it right because lately, girl, your bum look big. Fly from left to right so soon. We don't need some compasses. I prefer the calamari. She prefer the onion rings. Yeah, man. So that's my new song out right now. Go stream that, like it, whatever, man. Like this. Comment down below. What are you looking forward to? Do you think Hollywood can come back from this creative deficit? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, do not get hit with a brick. Ah!